Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, folks, I'm playing video series videos I do for a lot. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I had to move my car because it was too bright. So I went over there and parked in the shade of another establishment. But, yeah, we'll get into that. Anyway, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, folks, this is a special one because, boom, it's my 9 Inch Nails shirt. One of a few that I have. Interesting Brandon Wenzel fun fact. 9 Inch Nails is my favorite band. And I hear you say, but Brandon, I watch your videos all the time. And you're always going on with this shirt, that shirt, and the other shirt. Why don't I see you with more 9 Inch Nails stuff? Fair dues. It's a combination of things. Number one, I don't have a lot of 9 Inch Nails merchandise because typically when I get merchandise, it's when I go to see a band. I usually don't like to just buy merch just because. I like to go, when I'm actually at a show. I've only gotten to see 9 Inch Nails 3 times because typically they play like big festivals and events and stuff. And I'm not that guy. I'm more of a, more low-key stuff. But, I still manage to make it out here and there. And the other thing is just the fact that it's like, since I don't have a lot of them, I try my best to keep them in good shape. Because it's like, I've already got one I had to retire because I out-fatted it. That was the first concert shirt I ever had. I still have it, but I just can't wear it anymore. But anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? What are we doing? Oh, you know what? I guess for shits and giggles, I actually have a few videos of 9 Inch Nails from the last time I saw them perform live. It was a few years back. So, if you're interested, I got some videos of that stuff. What am I trying for you folks today? Well, it's this thing. I got it at a Whole Foods. Boom! It's VUKA, or no, VUKA. VUKA? I'm going to go with VUKA. I'm going to go with VUKA. VUKA. Natural energy, 0 calorie, workout, berry, lemonade, sparkling energy drink. Woo! That's a lot of words. Oh, it's got a whole... Alright, it's got a thing. Energy to accomplish the physical goals you set your mind to. VUKA Workout ZoCal is a lightly carbonated berry lemonade flavored drink formulated to keep you performing at peak levels. Zero calories. Yep, you got it. 0 zilch, blah, 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 blah. Natural caffeine, sodium. It's got 80 milligrams of caffeine. That's not very much. Potassium, magnesium, calcium. Sure, why the fuck not? And it appears to be 0 sugar too. So why the fuck not? It's apparently sweetened with stevia. Let's give it a go. That's terrible. No, okay. That's not fair. It's not good. But it's one of those things where, okay, it's not for my palate. That's the way to put that. It is, in fact, directly against almost everything that my palate enjoys. What do I mean by that? Well, sure, why the hell not? That's a problem, because I had to park in the shade because it was just too fucking bright, but I had to end up parking in a place where there were people around, so I was like, well, it is what it is. Now that they're gone, I'll take the thing out. Okay, so yes, to get back to the review. Yeah, no, man, it's tart, it's a little bit bitter, the sweetness factor is very minimal, I don't know if I'm getting much of a lemon. I guess maybe there's a little bit of a lemonade aspect. Mostly what it just tastes to me is kind of like a tart berry drink. With, I guess, maybe there's a little bit of a citrus hit, so I guess that's the lemonade aspect. But it's definitely, when I think of lemonade, I think of, this wonderful, bright, amazing, wonderful drink. I said wonderful twice. That's not this. This is not wonderful or bright or amazing. I don't like this very much. This is the problem when you have like these like workout, pre-workout freaking energy drink things where it's like, you know, I mean, I'm not, do your thing, it is what it is. And again, I'm not the audience in this particular instance. But man, I'd like to think they should at least taste kind of good, and I don't think this tastes very good. But you know what, though? I'll say this. And I say this particularly in light of my buddy Dan. By the way, fuck you, Dan, because he doesn't watch my videos. You know, he went over there, you know, at some point, he shifted to more of like a zero, you know, or at least much less sugar kind of lifestyle. And that's not a bad thing. Good on him. And I know that he said that, like, going back to, like, regular sodas and stuff like that, you know, because occasionally he'll do something like that. It's like, it's a very weird experience for him. You know, he's kind of, you know, his palate is sort of adjusted to what he drinks. So when he goes back to that stuff, he's not as big a fan as he used to be. So maybe this is kind of that thing where, like, maybe since this is very clearly not for somebody like me, I imagine if you're somebody who you're already kind of the mindset of somebody who this is geared towards, I could see it probably being more palatable to you. For me, I need, if you're going to have, like, you know, sort of like tart, you know, flavors and stuff like that, that's fine, but, like, I need something sweet to counterbalance it, you know, to, you know, go over there and create those contrary flavors. And there's just really not much. Like, there's very, very limited sweetness. So it is just kind of like a berry flavor with a little bit of a citrus kind of thing. And then it's just tart and a little bit bitter. And I don't really like it very much. No. I mean, it's not horrendous. Like, I really don't like that aftertaste, though. The aftertaste is really what kind of, I think, makes it the worst part of it, because it's just, that's when you get sort of like the tartness to the extent where it's almost bitter. Yeah. I mean, it's not horrendous. It's drinkable. I've certainly had worse, but it's definitely not for me. I mean, I'm trying to, like, you know, come up with, it drinks well for the most part. If it wasn't for the aftertaste, it would be almost kind of sort of pleasant, but that aftertaste kicks in and it's like, it's not good. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. You know, it's not hard to drink, I'll say that. You know, it drinks relatively smooth. It's got a little bit of a bite to it. That bite could be good if it were, again, just there were some contrast to it. Yeah, for me personally, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Clearly not. And, excuse me. Clearly not. And, you know, not really, but asterisk. So for me, there's no way. This thing is just not good to me. But I do really want to emphasize, because I know, you know, especially when I first started off, my reaction to it was not great. I do want to emphasize, I don't think it's a bad product or anything. I just feel like it's just, I'm not the audience for it. This is for somebody, and this kind of comes into play if I were to recommend it. I would say for, like, the average person who might just want to go over there and grab an energy drink, no, I don't. This need not be your thing. There are plenty of, like, even if you don't want, like, a lot of sugar or something like that, there are plenty of other options available, especially now with, like, zero sugar stuff, even, like, the pre-workout stuff, that I personally think are just way tastier than this. But if you're somebody who's already kind of this mindset, it's, like, already a thing, it might be something to check out. I can't really say for certain in that regard, because, again, it's like, I'm not that person. So for me, it just tastes kind of nasty, and I don't like it very much. But I could see people going for it. I could. I'm just not one of those people. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly better tasting than this tastic rest of your life. Now, to be fair, that's not a hard thing to do. I'm not going to say it's the worst energy drink I've ever had. It's not. I had one time. This was years. YouTube didn't even exist at the time. I had one that straight up tasted like fucking cigarette butts. It was fucking nasty. And I went over there, I bought it. I couldn't even tell you the name of it anymore. It doesn't fucking exist now. But I went over there, and I passed it around because I was hanging out with a bunch of people at the time. Passed it around, and everybody tried it, and everybody agreed it was one of the most horrible things they ever tasted. Except for my buddy Mike, who occasionally watches my videos. So hello, Mike, if you happen to watch this one. He went for it, and I was like, you can have it, brother. So, final two things before I get out of here. Have yourself... Sorry. Final two things before I get out of here. Number one, try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest. Oh, wait, blah, blah. My brain is a little bit blah, blah, blah. Final two things before I get out of here. First of all, folks, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with it. And, I mean, it's rough, man. You know, it can be really rough. But, you know, we do have to go over there and try to persevere, to endure. And, you know, when we run into those situations in our lives, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to go out and you're going to get yourself some band merch of your favorite band, whatever your favorite band might be. You know, hey, maybe you don't have a favorite band. I can't understand people who don't get into music. And don't get me wrong, that's not me shitting on people. When I was younger, I would have. But I'm older now, and I'm not as much of a dickbag as I was when I was younger. But man, it just baffles me. Like, I'm training a guy at work right now, good dude, you know, and you try to break the ice a little bit. And I usually like to talk music with people. Even if I'm not into, you know, whatever the fuck they listen to, you know, it's like I can still kind of go with it to a certain extent. And I was talking with him, and I was like, oh, you into music and all? He's like, no. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, no, I don't care. I was like, oh, whoo, this is going to be a long night. And it was. But he's a good dude. But, you know what, folks, maybe you, like I said, maybe you have a favorite band or something like that. Buy some merch. Buy some merch, folks. Trust me. They appreciate it. Goes over there. You know what, I mean, to be fair, if your favorite artist is somebody like Taylor Swift or Metallica, they don't care. They don't give a shit. They've already got shit tons of money. And I'm not trying to rag on them or their fans. And I'm not even saying you shouldn't go over there and buy their merch. But I will say this. If you have some bands or artists or something that are maybe a little bit lower on the scale than, like, you know, that upper tier, maybe buy the merch from them first, because they're going to appreciate it more. I don't know what the fuck I'm yammering on about. Bye!